Hello everybody and welcome back to Ys 4 The Dawn of Ys. I've done a little pre-grinding and now we're going to be using the wind flute for the first time. No, don't burn the bird. Okay, the thing about Roos is that whenever you call him, he'll give you a letter from Karna. However, you can call him to places where you've already received Karna's letters. And when you call him to snowy pedestals where you've already received all the possible letters, occasionally Roos will actually give you an alchemy ingredient. These ingredients will actually be useful towards a rather obscure side quest we'll be doing much later. Yes, there is crafting in Dawn of Ys, but very, very limited and mostly optional. Okay. Well, ain't that the way. No wonder in Ys 5 they said the redhead swordsman is a harbinger of doom. Oh, that's the girl we met on the road. Well, that means we gotta go there. But before that... yeah, the reason you have to get the broadsword from Robin is that there's no way to get it otherwise. So, Lorica Hamata or Lorica Segmenta? Now, let's heal up somewhat. No, that ain't no Lorica I've never seen. Ever seen. Well, there are quite a few. But before we go... this'll save us the trouble of coming back here later. It's a necessary item. Haha, I love being able to save anywhere. Take that Ark of Nepishtim. Take that Ys Origin, and take that Oath in Felghana. Okay, so the next dungeon is the Storm Sanctuary, which is basically this game's equivalent of Stormvale, a castle from Mask of the Sun. You'll see why I say that once we get to the end of it. It is also a very nasty maze. And not only is it a nasty maze, it's a nasty maze with items we can't get anywhere else. The very best kind. Huh. Not often you see an already open treasure chest in one of these games. There's only one thief around, and that's Durin. Yeah, I opted not to grind out another level. The boss is simple enough so that I don't really have to pull that sort of thing. Yeah, the problem with some of the dungeons in Dawn of East is that they're so obnoxious and convoluted that I just sort of bludgeon my way through and hope for the best, no matter how many times I've played through them. Even the practice runs can't really help against these kinds of layouts. And I guess that's one of the problems with Dawn of East, and to another extent Mask of the Sun. The dungeons don't feel particularly inspired sometimes. Okay, now where am I? I'm just gonna assume I'm going the right way. Well, that's what I did anyway. You know I do all this in post. Okay. Aha! That's the first sign of progress. A health restore. Dawn of East tends to... Oh! Yeah, I forgot to check the description, but it's apparently a charm that protects against storms. And here is the shield ring, which I will not be using, well, at least only very rarely. The power ring is pretty much mandatory. Oh, this looks focal. I take it back. This is some Splatterhouse nonsense. Okay, when the thing's, guess you could call it a head pops out, that's when you can damage it, but in between it shoots out these little adds that also shoot at you. Every time you destroy all three, he'll spew out another. And the tentacles actually block shots. If you decline to destroy all three of them, then the head will just keep on popping out. However, those little monster things do a lot more damage than they look like they should. Plus, they might get in the way of you actually avoiding the tentacles, which can very certainly hurt you a whole lot. Other than that, though, there's nothing particularly difficult about this boss. Unless, of course, you lose your patience, in which case, oh yeah, you're good as dead. Yeah, see what I mean about what they can do to you? Thankfully, the boss itself is not particularly durable. Yeah, anyone who has played the Turbo CD version of East 1 and 2 knows that fire magic has been incredibly nerfed between the games. Because fire magic used to be able to take huge chunks of life out of anything you pointed it at. And there are no Hawk Idols or Falcon Idols in this game either, so you can't break the game with fire magic anymore. Okay, he's almost done, really. Since I didn't do any superfluous grinding, I expected to gain a level out of him. And there we go. Now let's check on Lisa.
You're the same man from before. Thank you for helping me. You dropped something. This is the bandana I used on your wound. Has it healed? I'm glad to hear that. By the way, what are you doing here? I see. You came to rescue me. But I can't go back yet. I still have somewhere I need to go.
Hold it! Coming here unprepared was pretty stupid of you. Now, just hand over those 2 mystic wands you have. It'll be an even trade, you get me?
Don't do it! You can't trust these people!
Shut up! If you don't comply, I'll gutter like a fish. Got it?
Well, easy come, easy go.
That's perfect. Now, just sit back and watch closely as the girl dies.
You're just as big a coward as ever, Garuda.
Doran! What the hell are you doing here?
I come here looking for the Gold City, and I find my old comrades. What's wrong? No warm welcome for Master Doran, former clansman of darkness?
Bah! You deserted the clan like a coward. And you dare to show your face here now? I'll kill the lot of you!
Back off, Bobby. We have the wands. We don't have to waste any more time on these fools. Let's go!
I'm so sorry. It's my fault that you gave up those wands.
Hey now! What's the deal, Adol? I don't see any gold anywhere! Man, what a massive disappointment. Oh, right. Just so you know, I'm not in league with those people anymore. I cut ties with the Clan of Darkness some time back. Of course, you can believe me or not, your choice. But you need to follow them. Don't worry about the girl, I'll protect her. You just head in after them.
Lisa, I told you not to come here. Oh, you're adult Christian? My name is Eldiel, descendant of the great winged ones. I've heard about you. It's an honor to meet the fabled savior of Ys. I have something I wish to show you. Think back to the final battle for Ys, with the demon known as Dar. Did he look something like this? expected to see this stone again. Your black pearl. My people know it as the Speaking Stone. The Speaking Stone holds the secrets of the ancients and is the source of magic. However, it is grossly misunderstood. While the stone commands great power, it is nothing more than a tool. And now, the power of the Speaking Stone will be conferred to me. Behold! And now, all of the stone's power is mine. This is magnificent! I've no more need of this thing. Be gone! The stone! And I'm not finished yet. When I am joined with the mask of the sun, the true source of power, all will be in readiness. At that time, the world will bow down at my feet. This place is useless to me now. And all your trivial metal ends here. Die!
Adolf!
Now nothing stands in my way. Now, let's go!
You're awake. This is my house. When you were knocked out, Mr. During carried you all the way here. Then he said he was going to try and track down those three of the clan. My father, Schultz, has something he wants to tell you. Please hear him out.
I haven't the words to thank you for saving Lisa. Perhaps you have the power to save seethe, Adol. I will tell you our secret. The Winged Ones in the Sacred District, throughout many generations, attended to their ancient duty.
That duty was me. None of the villagers except for the elder and my father know that I visit the Sacred District.
I do not know why that man inhabits the Sacred District, but he is the last survivor of the Winged Ones.
Eldiel used to be very kind-hearted. He was always glad to see me, no matter what kind of boring stuff I'd talk about. He'd always listen. I was so happy just to be around him. But something about him changed somehow. He became quiet and brooding, and would go off somewhere for days at a time. Lately, he never lets me visit him.
As my daughter said, he changed. But that change didn't occur until after the Clan of Darkness showed up in this land. I'm certain that those three did something to poison his mind.
Please, Adol. Stop the Clan of Darkness and save Eldiel. No, save all of seethe.
Okay, first off, hello Eldiel's original design. Second, wow, we got reduced to 1 HP in twice in 2 videos. Ys 4 is really the game of Adol getting beat up for doing the right thing the wrong way. Yeah, the next segment won't take very long, so we're going to be doing Mew's Tomb next. In this video, even. So, one thing I like about the Clan of Darkness in this version of Ys 4 is that the whole plot of this game was their Plan B. Because their Plan A was try to resurrect our ancient master ourselves, and the whole let's go on a dangerous artifact hunt that requires the cooperation of the last of a noble race of ancient beings and the most powerful military empire on the continent. Wait, I don't want to go back in there. There's nothing but lightning in it there. Okay, Quicksand Valley. The sand constantly pushes you down, and those cacti can damage you. Quite a lot, actually. It takes a little bit for Adol to get a foothold on the solid areas, so you can't actually grab onto corners or other small pieces and climb on from there. It's a quirk that I had to figure out when I was first playing this game. An herb already? But yeah, the entire Quicksand Valley is only 3 screens. Not including the Tomb of Mew, of course. So yeah, this might be a place where you get stumped. Because you have to check every pillar to find the correct one to use the sand fruit. Oh, Doran, I wanted to forget that you were alive. Decent experience. Yeah, I'm gonna stop to grind here. See you soon. Okay, now we're ready. So now we have to fight bosses with our sword again. But that's okay. This boss isn't too bad, mostly. Its projectiles might take you by surprise the first time you fight it, but that's not the real threat in this boss fight. The real threat here is that the boss can appear suddenly from anywhere and go to anywhere, and there's no real way to dodge it if he appears right underneath you. And once you can't actually hurt it while it's diving around like this. And it can dive around for pretty much as long as it wants. Which can make it a little bit tedious sometimes. Yeah, I wouldn't tolerate some of the Tomb bosses if A Great Ordeal wasn't such a great boss soundtrack. However, overall, Dawn of East actually has much better boss design than Mask of the Sun. Because there are a few bosses in Mask of the Sun that can pretty much instantly kill you. And not just late-game bosses either. The Centaur and Minea Plains has been known to absolutely wreck players. It's one of the most notorious bosses in that game. However, this boss isn't really any more than a waiting game. Very unfortunately a waiting game. This should be it though.
I am Miu, servant of Celcetta's guardian deity, Lord Lafance. Swordsman, if the sealed power is released, all life in the world will be in torment. In the service of justice, all barriers can be overcome. I will grant you the power to traverse distances in an instant.
Okay, the warp magic still costs 20 MP, which is a pretty big chunk of our budget. We get much less MP per level in Dawn of East, and our maximum MP will never be higher than 200. However, it is extremely useful, as fast travel usually is. I can see why they didn't have fast travel in East 5, because you never really need to backtrack in that game. But a lack of fast travel in East 6 is without excuse. And a topaz. This is one of the items we can sell at trading posts, like the one we opened up in Promalock and Pim's trading post, if we decide to sell anything to him. Yeah, the thing about the second quicksand area of the desert is that we have to actually go up. And that's a little bit tricky. We can't actually go onto the right platform from there because we'd get hit by cacti. So there's really a very specific way the game wants you to go about climbing the quicksand falls. And here we are. That's the end of that. And we'll just fight some Godzillas. Wonder what that's all about. Oh well, we will be seeing that next time on Eastward, the Dawn of East. Goodbye!